What's up, you belligerent boob monkeys? Welcome back to Zmer. My name is Attacking Toucans, and today we're gonna— Whoa! Earthquake! Holy crap, hold on to something! What the heck? Why was there an earthquake? The moon's about to crash into Earth. How was that causing earthquakes to happen? That absolutely makes no sense. Unless the moon coming closer to Earth is causing some weird things to the gravitational pull to the point where it's pulling the tectonic plates upwards or pushing them downwards. I don't know if there's anything that can happen with that. I took geology and I'm pretty sure I never learned anything about what would happen to the Earth if the moon was about to crash into it. That's kind of an oversight though. Maybe they should have taught me that so I would have known for my Let's Play. Thanks, college. What were you good for? Paid a bunch of money for nothing. Can't even tell me how the Majora's Mask moon is causing earthquakes in Termina. Tisk. And it was last episode, we got the Goron mask, which, hell yeah, Goron mask is literally the best mask in the game. Well, I think I said the same thing about the Zora mask. I think the one thing that we know about me at this point is I'm very inconsistent about what the things I like and dislike. So the first thing we're gonna do today is we're gonna go into this grotto right here. I was gonna say we're gonna go to Snowhead Temple, but let's go ahead and stop here first. Now we're not gonna go and do the whole entire Snowhead Temple this episode. I just want to kind of go in and get a few of the starting chests because there's like 5 chests you can get in the first 2 rooms. So I figured I'd do that, and then we'll come back in the next day cycle and we will get all of the other chests and beat the temple itself. But we're gonna want to do that at the beginning of the 3-day cycle. Oh crap, holy crap, I forgot how freaking trippy this makes everything. Oh, now it's better? How, what? If we look this way, everything is okay. If we look this direction, everything turns into a freaking acid trip. I'm confused. Let's go ahead and get out to this platform. Oh crap. Don't we need the Scarecrow song for this? Did I ever learn a Scarecrow song? We might have to come back up here. I'm just gonna find out real fast. I literally can't remember if I did, but if I did, I would have made it this song right here. I like to bring it around in the circle. No, I guess I did not. I always forget that the Scarecrow is even a thing in this game. You can use it for like 2 items, I believe. No. Ice keys, don't even dare. I guess I can't complain too much. At least this isn't Zoodor where we're getting frozen by chests all the time. But kind of cool. I'm surprised they don't have any like ice trap things programmed into this game yet for like the bad items. One thing I do want to bring up is last episode, I literally got probably 100 comments about this. The chest in Iconic Canyon, the one that was on top of the pillar, lots of people were worried because I missed that chest. I actually did get that chest in a separate 3-day cycle. That is where we found the fairy bow. So that has been collected, but whenever you reset the 3-day cycle, it like recloses all the chests, and if you reopen them, you'll get bloopies if you've already got the item inside. Although I wonder if it's possible to make it so the chests stay open. I don't know how to feel about that, because if they did something like that, it would kind of take away from like the lore of the game of time being reset every 3 days. But at the same time, I feel like it would be way more satisfying if the chests stayed open, so you could tell that you've collected them already. Alright, so there's a gigantic invisible Goron. How he got the power to be invisible, who knows, but he's out of our way now, so we can get up to the temple. Getting into this temple is one of my favorite processes though. It's so much fun. It's really difficult. You have to be really accurate with your Goron rolling, but it's really fun. I know that speedrunners freaking hate this part because it's so easy to mess up just like that and ruin your run. You can ruin your run so easily. My buddy Pope Squidward, whenever I watch his speedruns, this is always like one of the most freaking cringe-worthy parts. You're just like biting your teeth so hard hoping he doesn't fall off. Dang it. I started the series on my channel earlier this year that I need to pick up again. It's called Speedrunner vs. Casual, and it was of Majora's Mask. I made it with Pope Squidward, who is a really good Majora's Mask speedrunner, and I really recommend checking it out if you're into Majora's Mask, because the speedrun of this game is freaking phenomenal, and he did a great job on that video. If you like want to watch a Majora's Mask speedrun that also has like a lot of commentary, that's the problem with watching speedruns a lot of the time, is the commentary is not quite there. And that's because the speedrunners usually focused on playing the game during the hard parts. Speaking of commentating during hard parts of gameplay, this is like one of the hard parts to talk over while playing. You know what, I'm probably just better off just walking up slow. You don't have to roll all the way up to the top. You can, it's like a really flashy way of doing so. That's what I would do if I was a speedrunner. But in this case, it's probably better for me just to use some safe strats. But yeah, I'll put a link down in the description and put an end slate if you guys are interested in watching that. I really want to start doing more episodes. I don't know why I haven't. I've kind of just been, I've been slacking a little bit when it comes to my online content. Like, I've been trying to be consistent with all the stuff that I have been doing, but I haven't been like pushing myself in the way that I want to. But I think the main reason for that is I've just done a lot in the past year, and I'm still doing a decent amount. And so I'm just trying not to like overexert myself, because I have a lot of ideas, but sometimes it's hard to do every single idea that you have. But I can always have them on the back burner. So, do we have any keys for this room? No, but it's okay, because we have fire arrows, and fire arrows open up a decent amount of things for us to do really early on. And then, like I said, we will come back. But let's just go ahead and get a few of these starting chests. And also, I think I mentioned, but we are going to be going for all of the stray fairies. But not right now, because we're going to come back. So in this room, if we kill all of the enemies, we'll get a chest. And I think it's so easy to do with these fire arrows. Oh dang, night of the final day? Is it already night of the final day? Is time slowed down? Because I feel like time is going by really quickly. Let's double check real fast. If time is slowed down right now, then I'm going to be pretty shocked. Yeah, time is slowed down. Holy crap. I feel like I should be getting more done than I am in this cycle. We've gotten a decent amount done, but not a whole lot. Coming through some of these dungeons with the items that you're not supposed to have makes you a little bit OP. Like we have the hook shot right now. Normally we'd have to walk all the way around, but nah, fam, we don't have time for that. Let's just be quick with our movements. Shabang. Yeah, give me all those heart pieces. They're delicious. Now, I don't think I've talked a whole lot about the dungeons of this game yet, mainly because we haven't been in a dungeon. But the dungeons of Majora's Mask are my favorite Zelda dungeons of all time. After that is probably Skyward Sword, because they have some pretty good dungeons in that game as well. But I really do enjoy the dungeons in this game, because they're really complicated. Like, the puzzles are very meta. Normally in Zelda games, there's like a puzzle in every single room. And once you solve that puzzle, you kind of just go to the next room and solve the puzzle of the next room. But in this game, each room has its own separate puzzles, but then like the dungeon has this overarching puzzle as well. So in this dungeon, there's like a big center room, and you press this button that makes a gigantic pillar go up. You have to knock segments of it to drop it down to get into the boss room. And that's kind of like your whole overarching plot. In the Great Bay Temple, you have to do some stuff with some pipes that are in the temple. In the Stone Tower Temple, you have to flip the whole entire temple upside down. And I think that's really cool. I think that's why I just love the dungeon design in this game so much. It's just really well thought out and really impressive. It makes the temples way more difficult. And I think that's one of the reasons a lot of people are put off from this game. But once you kind of figure them out, it's definitely worth it. Okay, that chest is just a stray fairy. So like I said, the stray fairies are not randomized, although that is probably my biggest wish for Majora's Mask randomizer, is for them to add the stray fairies into the randomizer. But I think the only way that could work is if they set it up to where things aren't reset after a 3-day cycle, because that just wouldn't work. If the stray fairies are put into the randomizer pot, like if they were reset every 3 days, then that just wouldn't work. So the whole entire game would have to kind of be reworked for that to happen. So the amount of chests that have something in them for us right now, it's pretty small. I think there's like 5 chests. Just the ones with the keys, the maps, and the compass are the ones that are randomized in these temples. Fortunately, there's quite a few for us to get in the very beginning here. I think it's really weird how Majora's Mask is on these blocks. Like, how involved was Majora in the creation of this overworld? Because the whole other thing, one of the most controversial things about this game is in the, I think it was the Hyrule Historia, Nintendo announced that everything that happens in this game is all just a dream that Link is having. Whenever he falls down the pit after losing Epona, he supposedly dies at that point, and everything that he's experiencing in this game is all just within his head. What could potentially be happening is that there's this drug called DMT, and everybody has this drug in their head. It's pretty much what's released during the nighttime. It's what causes you to have dreams. Literally, because whenever you're a dream, you're pretty much hallucinating during the nighttime in a way. And that's caused by this drug DMT that's inside all of our brains. And whenever you die, your brain releases a ton of DMT. Like, it just completely floods it. And that's why whenever people die, they see their whole entire life flash before their eyes. That's because they're having like one of the most crazy dreams of all time right before their final death. That's why a lot of people who have died and been brought back to life, that's the reason why they claim to have seen the afterlife after they die. When they come back, is because usually before they die, they're thinking about God in the afterlife. And when they die, their brain releases a bunch of DMTs, so they have a crazy vivid dream. And a lot of people will dream of their afterlife. And that's why there's like some crazy stories about people seeing the afterlife. So the concept of Link dying and then hallucinating the whole entire world of Termina and all of the events that happen is scientifically viable. But a lot of people just don't like the idea of that happening because they want Termina to be a real place. If it's not real, then it almost seems like, what's the point of playing the game in the first place if you're saving a town that doesn't even exist? I can kind of see it both ways. I think it'd be kind of cool if it was a dream, but at the same time, I think I would prefer if it wasn't a dream, because I want Termina to be a real place, because I love all the characters. But it being a dream does make a lot of sense, because a lot of the character models are the same character models you see from Ocarina of Time. So Link is literally just seeing people that he knows, like in a new world. It's all pretty interesting stuff. Okay, so I'm pretty sure there's another grotto right by this tree. I think we're gonna have to use the blast mask again. I'm really surprised we haven't got the bomb bag yet, especially with the fact that there's bomb bag upgrades. I totally would have thought that would have happened by now. Come on. Thank you. Ooh. Another gold-plated chest. What is it, baby? I'm gonna guess All Night Mask. Romani Mask. So the next thing I want to do is we're gonna go save Darmani because we have the Lens of Truth, which allows us to do that. And on our way there, I want to talk about last episode's comic question of the day, which is probably one of my favorites that we've done in a very, very long time. The last episode, I asked you guys if you could think of a new function or use for the pre-existing masks in this game, what are some ideas that you guys would have? And it really got me thinking about how cool it would be if Nintendo decided to remaster Majora's Mask like in HD and give the game a lot more function, add like some extra little dungeons, and then give the masks a lot more functions so they had a lot more use. So right now, one of the problems is you get all these masks, but they don't really have any uses whatsoever. Like the couples mask, you literally just end the conflict with the mayor and that's it. So it's kind of, they're kind of pointless. Okay, is Darmani here? Oh, maybe he's not here in the third night. Gosh. This also, playing this on an emulator makes it definitely seem like you're tripping DMT, doesn't it? Another interesting thing about DMT is taking it recreationally in America is illegal, I'm fairly certain. But if you go down to the Amazon, there's some areas where it's legal and you can drink some beverages that will release the chemicals of DMT in your brain. I think it makes your brain, like you don't actually take DMT yourself, but it makes your brain release a lot more than it normally would. And I know Joe Rogan talks about it a lot in his podcast. He thinks that everybody should try DMT. And I'm very curious. I haven't done it before myself, but I'm not against the idea of doing it. Because I'm all about opening up your brain and opening up different areas and realizing different things about the world. We have a Goron who has no bottom half. I've always wondered what was happening here. Like, did he just live inside his home and just eat too much and get too fat and was unable to leave, so he just accepted his fate? I'm the Goron who sells the powder keg, the most famous product of the Gorons. Want a powder keg? Powder kegs explode with powerful blasts and are very dangerous. Until I have tested you to see if you can use them properly, I can't let you use one on your own. Will you give it a try? Yes. Okay, he wants us to open up the Goron racetrack for him. So I guess we'll do that. This is a kind of slow moving quest. But you know what? Perfect time to talk about the comic question of the day in depth and read some of these answers. So I think the most common answer that lots of people thought of was the Mask of Sense having a use that allows you to sniff out hidden grottos. I think that would be awesome. Maybe if when wearing the Mask of Sense, there's some purple fog above grottos just to kind of like indicate that there's like some smell coming out from underground. Could really help out because there's a lot of grottos in this game that I literally didn't know about until I looked them up online. It'd be cool to have a mask that just helps you naturally find those. Another popular answer was having the Mask of Truth kind of work as a full screen Lens of Truth that doesn't use up magic, because I don't think you get the Mask of Truth until a decent amount later, or at least typically a player doesn't. So it would be like a good upgrade to the Lens of Truth. The other idea was that it could help you like see through treasure chests, or maybe have the Mask of Truth indicate how much HP an enemy has left. And then we have the Bremen Mask. I think the coolest use for this I saw was if you could use it as like the Hawkeye, like they have in Twilight Princess, to where when you use the bow, you could really zoom in, like a magnifying glass or a telescope or whatever you would call it. So you could really have good aim with things. The all-night mask, a new use for it could be if you wear it during the nighttime, it could increase your strength. So maybe you could have like double damage with your sword while wearing the all-night mask during the nighttime. People said that while wearing the Great Fairy Mask, it could lower the amount of energy or magic that you consume while using any of your magical abilities, like the fire arrows. Let's go ahead and blow this up. Bam! I don't think we can do this until it's springtime though, right? What happens if I go in here? Yes. It is too cold. The Goron racetracks are still closed down. But let's go back to that giant Goron and get our prize. A really unanimous decision as well is that there should be more transformation masks, because you can transform into a Deku, Goron, and Zora. I think some of the other masks that could really come in handy for that would be the Gyarados, being able to turn into a Gyarados, or the Captain's Hat turning you to a Stalfos, because both of those masks just allow you to talk to those creatures, so being able to turn into them, like, they wouldn't have a lot of use, but like it'd be cool if you could turn into those creatures, and like the models already exist, so why not? Then last but not least, but if you wear the Romani mask, it'd be cool if you could talk to cows and get milk from them. I think you can if you play Epona song, or that might be just Ocarina of Time. But being able to wear the Romani mask and get milk from cows, they'd be a good use. But come on, Nintendo, you're sleeping on this mask concept. You came up with it, and you just haven't utilized it in the way that you possibly should. Alright, what do you have for me? I have succeeded, and I'm rewarded with the red rupee. Of course I am. You bitch. Do you want to buy a powder keg? Ooh, what happens if I buy one? Sure, let's see. Oh, he just gives us a bloopy. Dang it. Alright, I'm out. That was a waste of rupees. I spent 100 rupees to get a bloopy back. It's like the first official bloopy we have in the series. Should we add a bloopy counter? Nah, I probably shouldn't. People have argued that I should add a red rupee counter, which would make sense. Alright, I'm gonna go back down the mountain. I'm not sure if there's much more we can do in the mountains right now. How close is the moon to us right now? Oh my gosh. I thought that was a giant Octorok looking over the town wall right there. It kind of does. Oh my lord. Holy damn, I'm looking at the moon's big butthole. That hole right there is the moon's butthole. I think I mentioned this in the first episode, but I've seen some questions about it, so I'm going to talk about it again. But yes, the Fierce Deity Mask is randomized into the pot, and they have programmed it to where I'm pretty sure we're able to use it anywhere we want if we find it, which I haven't even tested this out myself. I don't know if that's true, but theoretically that's what we should be able to do, which I really hope so, because that would be freaking sick. Alright, so next side quest we're going to do, since we have a bit more time in this 3-day cycle, is if we come into these grottos, there's 4 of these in Termina Fields, and there's 4 gossip stones. And this is like one of the weirdest side quests in the whole entire game. I never fully understood this. But if we go to all 4 of these grottos and play the Goron Lullaby, we will get a prize. So I'm going to cut between these. Okay, I think this is the next one, back here in this corner by the observatory. Oh no, the fireworks are going off. It's the last 6 hours. Okay, we gotta hurry up. We don't have a whole lot of time. Is this close enough? My drums are literally clipping through the gossip stone, so hopefully this is close enough. I hope they can hear it. Gossip stones don't have very good hearing because they're just gigantic eye statues. Rolling around on the 3rd day is just so... It's kind of beautiful but terrifying at the same time. Ooh, now look at the moon. He's really close to us. But just the color of the sky even, just kind of seeing the sun starting to rise in the final day, but then knowing that it's not actually going to rise because the world's about to be destroyed before anybody has a chance to wake up the next morning. I wonder how many of the people in Termina decided to go to sleep tonight. So maybe they decided that if they're going to die, they wanted to die knowingly in their sleep, or... But yeah, I think that could be a great comment question of the day today. If you were to be one of the residents who lived in Termina, what would you do if you were in their situation? Would you stay in the town and try your best to survive, or would you run away? Where would you go? And this is a very interesting comment question of the day, and I'm not sure how many good answers there are, but you guys are pretty creative. I think you could probably think of some good answers. Who lives in a pineapple under the ground? Giant pea hats. Then I'm gonna fall down there. Okay, I think the very last one is over in the Great Bay area. Not. Oh gosh, I also need to go give the mailman that letter. Holy crap. Okay, hopefully we can find this soon enough. I think this one's up in the top. Freaking levers. I hate levers so much. I hate any enemy that just forever spawns, that can never fully die. That's one of the reasons I never enjoyed Left 4 Dead. I hated the fact that the zombies just continued to come. No matter how often you killed them, there was just a never-ending stream of them, and it just pissed me off. I never felt accomplished in that game. Okay, I think this is the last hole. Also, is Camaro? Does he dance on the final day? We might be able to go and heal him with the Song of Healing as well. I like how all the grottos look different for these Lens of Truth. Like every single one has been a little bit unique. That's cool. Gotta love attention to detail. All right, so what happens with these? what's even happening in the first place? For some reason, these 4 gossip stones. Oh, that's silver rupee. I guess I'll take it. With the gossip stone, if the big one is on the right-hand side or the left-hand side, it almost looks like a foot is buried underground and the toes are sticking up. Because if the big toe was on the either side. If your big toe is the second toe, then that's a little bit strange. Your feet are probably a little bit misshapen, and I would get them checked out. It's probably not the best. Yeah, I'm gonna go check to see if Camaro is here real fast. Because I think he might be, but at the same time, it is day 3, so. Oh, yo, he is there. I guess he doesn't care if the world's gonna end. He's just gonna dance every single night. I mean, that's probably how I'd want to go out. If I died dancing, that wouldn't be the worst way to die, would it? Oh, the clock tower is transformed as well. We should go on top of that and talk to Skull Kid real fast. I'm just curious as to what you get if you like get the ocarina for the first time, because the game like normally gives it to you. I don't think anything is randomized in that spot since the game starts you off with the ocarina and Song of Time, but I might as well show you guys that cutscene. Spread my dance across the world, train its followers. I have taught it to you, now make it a popular dance craze. Oh, don't worry, Camaro. I already did that in episode 6. We got the beans! Welcome back to the Legend of Beans. Majora's Beans, guys. I hope you have a bean-tacular day. I am counting on you. Translation, I am counting on you. Thanks for the translation. I'm not sure if I could have figured that out without you. Whew, damn. One thing we do need to do, though, is go check on this mailman. See if there's anything we can do there. Oh, wait. Is the treasure chest box game open? Oh, no, it was closed. We can do this now that we have the Goron mask. Because that game is really weird. If you win it in any form other than Goron form, you don't get the best prize. I think it's because the girl who runs that minigame has a crush on Goron Link. She's super into the dad bod, and it just really gets her off. So you get like a good prize, but we can't do that until the next cycle, I guess. Let's also go ahead and open up this eagle statue. Did I really just call this an eagle statue? Come on, I should be a bird expert. I'm attacking toucans. It's definitely a hummingbird, obviously. All right, the postman's still in here. I think it'd be, yeah, special delivery to Mama. We gotta give this to him. Oh, I want to flee, but it's not written on the schedule. To me, the delivery schedule, it's the highest priority. Damn, I really feel sorry for him. He's so dedicated to his job. And it's probably not even that great of a job either. He probably gets paid minimum wage, and yet he's still dedicated. Like, that's so sad. This is a priority mail seal. This is the highest of priorities. I shall deliver it. Thank you. Okay, well, he's running and preparing himself. Actually, I kind of want to watch him change. Okay, that sounds wrong. You don't actually watch him change because there's a curtain, but it's still a cool little cutscene that I want to show off. I don't want to sound like a creeper. We're not actually watching people change in these Let's Plays. Sorry. YouTube, don't demonetize me, please. Ooh, what's this present, I wonder? It's probably... Oh, there he is. He's taking his sweet time, isn't he? See, all he does is put on his hat. Okay, so he's gonna run over to the milk bar, which, fortunately, since we got Romani's mask this episode, we'll be able to go into and witness the cutscene that happens. While we're waiting for him to run, though, let's go inside the Swordmaster area, which we have another special little Easter egg in here that I love to show off to people who don't know about it. I'll be on vacation for a short while. Please don't look for me. Well, if we go against his wishes and look for him, I wonder, can we break this without having the sword? Normally this is one of the very first things I come and do when I play Majora's Mask, but I haven't been able to do this yet because we still do not have the sword to do the sword dojo. But once we get the sword, this will be the first thing that I come and do. Am I able to show off this Easter egg? No, I don't think so. Yeah, we're gonna have to get the sword before I show it off. Never mind. You guys will have to wonder what's behind that board until we find our sword. Let's go ahead and get our Romani mask ready. Bitch, I'm a cow. Wait, what's that one song by Doja Cat? I forgot. Isn't it just called Bitch, I'm a Cow? It's like one of my favorite songs of 2019. Artistic masterpiece. Although I think that song was a 2018 song. Alright. He's definitely going on a slow jog. I definitely could just play the inverted Song of Time and have this go by more quickly. But we're almost there now, so might as well just save the time if we can, I guess. There's really no point. We're about to start a new 3-day cycle. Like right now I'm contemplating finally playing it, but like at this point, it's kind of pointless, right? Ah, you remember, please come in. So I think this is what a lot of the people decided to do with their final minutes, is come to the milk bar and get pretty drunk. And by a lot of people, I mean 2 people. Oh, I guess I actually mean 1 person, Madame Aroma. Sir, it's the rules. Please wear your Romani mask inside the bar. Oh, crap. Well, how come she's not having to wear it? What? How come only I have to wear it? That's not fair. Welcome. Can we buy a drink? Might as well if the world's ending, right? Ooh, Chateau Romani, that costs 200 rupees? Chateau Romani is actually really overpowered. It gives you unlimited magic for the rest of the 3-day cycle, which we can find that in the randomizer. One of the randomized bottles will have Chateau Romani in it. And if we can find where it is, it resets every 3-day cycle, and we'll be able to get an unlimited cycle of that Chateau Romani. So that means unlimited magic for the rest of the game. So hopefully we can find that, because that'd be great. I have a delivery for you, postmistress. Oh my, it can't be. You're still here? Tomorrow's delivery is still scheduled. What are you saying? Did you see the sky? It's terrible. But, oh my, well, what shall we do? It's from Cafe. It's priority mail. I'm so happy to think something good would come in the end. Thank you. You flee now. That's an order. Understood. Okay, what happens if we talk to her now? Oh dear, you're all right with not fleeing? It looks like this is it for this town, you know? You saw the moon, didn't you? It's gotten so huge. All the townsfolk have fled. You should flee too, far away. Okay, now it's all coming back to me. So there's 2 things you can do with the priority mail. You can bring it to Madame Aroma yourself, and she will give you a prize, which is normally the Chateau Romani. And I think in this case it would still be Chateau Romani. Maybe I'd have to do it again. But the other option is to give it to the postman to deliver to Madame Aroma, and she will tell him to leave. And before he leaves the town, he'll be contemplating what to do, and if you talk to him, he will give you his postman's hat. He's running in place, but making very, very small progress in the same time. Can we talk to him now? Is this a good time, or just wait for him to stop? Dude, why haven't I sped up time yet? I'm just making this video last longer than it needs to. I'm building up anticipation. This is movie magic, guys. I've decided to flee. It is an order from the postmaster. I am now free. I can set my own schedule. I don't need this anymore, so here, I'll let you have it. Another silver rupee, come on. And look, he's so happy. Have you ever seen somebody so joyous? I wish I moved my arms around like that. If this video gets 3,000 thumbs ups, I will make a video where I run and skip, just like the postman is right there. Can we do it 2 times? Can we have me do 2 stupid things in one Let's Play? I believe so. Okay, I'm gonna go deposit these rupees real fast. Take them all. I don't want any of them. 1,152 rupees. Yeah, I wonder how many rupees we're gonna have by the end of this Let's Play. Thank you, thank you. I guess we're gonna die with the bloopy in our hands. But if I die, that's what I want to be remembered for. All of the bloopies that have trolled me in my lifetime. Alright. Let's go up the clock tower and face Skull Kid. Why not? Okay, I guess we can skip that whole cutscene. We don't have the Deku Mask, so we can't shoot him with the bubble, so I guess we're just going to kill him. Why not? Oh, can we do anything to him? Hee hee, that won't do you any good. Can I just shoot him for the next 5 minutes? I'm about to lose all my arrows anyway, so might as well just waste them all and you literally just tickles him. It's kind of adorable. Well, I guess we really can't do anything up here, can we? Fair enough. Well, let's go ahead and play the Song of Time and start a new 3-day cycle. Anyways, with that, we're at the end of an episode. So thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. And I will see you guys in the next one. Have a fantastic day.